It is not necessary for learning willpower or the teaching of willpower to be unpleasant for the child. In fact, the learning of willpower in children is most effective when the child's having fun. When children play, they're learning more, they're relaxed, they're happy. And so there's an innovative program called Tools of the Mind in which 3-year-olds and 4-year-olds are taught to restrain themselves, but they do it in a way that's fun. Children are taught to engage or asked to engage in elaborate play. So for instance, if you want to play, honey, what are you going to do today? And then the child says, well, I would like to have a tea party. And the preschool teacher or the parent says, okay, have a tea party. And then you come back later, and if the kid's had a tea party, great. If the kid hasn't had a tea party, you can say, well, you said you're going to have a tea party, so where's the tea party? And so you set up the cups and the plates and all that stuff. And it's this elaborate game involving make-believe, pretend, in which the child has to engage in a long sequence of steps to do something that's fun. And those fun things can build up self-restraint and willpower. Another example is a simple trick where if you want kids to listen when it's their turn to listen, you can give them a little cardboard picture of an ear and say, okay, honey, when you're holding this ear, it's your turn to listen, and you should listen. And when I give you this little mouth, then it's your turn to talk. And talk, listen, talk, listen. And the nice thing about that is that it's what is often referred to as a mediating object, where the child has a thing that she can look at and say, it is time for me to listen, or it is time for me to talk. And those mediating objects and those mediating activities can help children focus on an external object that helps them build up their reserve, their ability to restrain themselves. These interventions, these very simple interventions that don't cost very much money, can lead to better outcomes in being ready to read, in exerting self-control, and in other measures of what's called executive function by the age of 4. And so just a year of that can lead to improvements in executive function that you can measure in the laboratory, and also possibly serve them well over a longer period of time in real life.